want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, they close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous. I can make the sun whirl.
As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out in Power Field and Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Denver Broncos. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
So just a disastrous start to a playoff game as they fumble away the opening kickoff.
It's so simple. Ball security, so important in a game like this.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And Brown's got it for a Denver touchdown. From 17 yards out.
And the Broncos are on the board first here in this division round matchup. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. This one fielded at the 5.
Oh, a miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Fielded right around the 8.
And he loses the football a second time. It's picked up by the Broncos.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. That is caught by Williams for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab.
And the Broncos continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
And now this ball picked up in the end zone. Remember, this is a live ball. He's past the 30. Past midfield. Look out. There he goes left side. And he will score. That is a touchdown. No flags on the field as he picks up the missed field goal and takes it coast to coast.
Well, we, of course, saw this a little while back in an Alabama-Auburn game at the college level. You just don't expect to see this so in the NFL.
No, not at all. And what you're also seeing are NFL teams being more aggressive about, hey, if you're going to miss the field goal, we've got a guy back there. If we've got a chance to bring it back and create better field position, or in this case, get a score, they're going to do that nowadays.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Henry. And some room to roam now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Derrick Henry, 68 yards.
And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try now for Patterson.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now a play fake here on first down.
And that one into the hands of Brown downfield.
And all the way home for a Bronco score. Marquise Brown, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And a rout is on here in this first half.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
2nd and 6. He's got a man. It's his fullback. 7 yards there and a first down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Ready. 60 red. 60 red.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down.
Come on, set. Black 40.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. He will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
45, right.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
48 for Mike. Push him back.
Here's a give up the middle. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Set, ready, 50, green.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Hey, alert 48. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Here we go, here we go.
They'll run here on third and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Well, you're down there really close, but just second quarter here. What are you doing?
Well, I know that your offense is looking at the sideline saying, let's go for it. But reluctantly, take them off the field and bring out the field goal kicker. A lot of time left in this game. Get 3 points on the board and go back to work.
Yeah, and you're within striking distance. It's not like you're down 30. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The man in motion is Brown.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. SOS.
Now this time he'll look to throw. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. And he's got some space here.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 90 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
On the double.
Hey, watch the slant. 35's the mic. Here we go, here we go.
Red, cycle.
They go play action here on first down. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
43.
Check. Showing it.
Striker, 3-3.
On second down, here's Henry. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Robbie Anderson from 3 yards out. And the Broncos are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll drop the throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. J.J. Watt in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Needed 13. They got 14 on 3rd down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
57. Mike, 57.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Now back to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Let's go. 10 black.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Andy Isabella, 42 yards. And the Colts get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. On play action, they'll throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Brown. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They're going to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Give him 30 yards there.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
We got 3. 24 is
Yellow, go.
24 is the mic.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And caught by Henry. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jamison Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Patterson now for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike, Mike 6, Mike 6. Here we go. Here we go.
12, 10.
Slam.
Back to throw here.
Got him in. It's Tyquan Thornton. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
25 yards that time. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, it's Henry.
126 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Henry up the middle. And he's got room. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Hey, check Mike 6, Mike 6. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. He'll look to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Extra point try now for Patterson.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Got his man, it's Thornton.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Colts send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. The give to Henry. Room here to run. But he will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts' 21-yard line.
226 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
They'll set up to throw. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Derrick Henry. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Blaster, 6.
We got 3 down, 24 is the mic. Blue down. Check 24.
They'll set up a throw. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
I got to think at this point, third quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. He'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This is taken at the 23. He juked him. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. 245 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Coming to you. Check. Check, hot.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And right side, Henry's got it.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Back to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. The pitch to Henry. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
I know we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Hayden Hurst, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth-quarter lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. That's Isabella open on the right side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Deshaun Jackson. 63 yards. And the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more. And if they do go and get more, oh, look out. At that point, let's just aim the camera for the post-game handshake, because that one might be a little bit on the tense side, the way that this one is turning out. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And the Colts are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days. You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. If they can finish this one out, they'll book a date in the AFC title game next Sunday, and it looks good so far as they try to run some clock here. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A huge play there for Denver. 63 yards. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there. And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play, they max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off. A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And not willing
willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here we go. Mike six. Watch the screen.
2nd and 15. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does